بسم الله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله يا منذر.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله.
So today we are discussing another great story, قصص الأنبياء from the Quran
It's a new
itself.
series. Yep.
Yep. The series we have put already on the Musa alayhi salam. If you didn't watch it, check it out. It was a great discussion,
Yeah.
2 episodes.
And I think at that time when we talked about Musa عليه السلام, we didn't even reach to the point where he returned back to Egypt. صح?
Yes.
So you can imagine these series or this series and the stories we do about the prophets. It's not meant to do the whole
Whole
story.
story.
It's not meant to give you every single benefit. Even the benefits might not even be, a lot of them might not even be academic or
It's just
it's
our
just
own perspective.
social, mostly things that we can apply and benefit. This will be with Musa alayhi salam, with Yusuf alayhi salam, with others. يعني we'll try our best to, but maybe Yusuf, because alayhi salam he has a whole one story mentioned one time in the Quran, like fully. Maybe يعني we'll see if we'll do it all or some of it or half of it or quarter of it, or we'll see inshallah.
Yep, and the main aim of all this is to get you to know the stories of our Anbiya, go and learn with the shuyukh, learn the benefits directly from the shuyukh, and we just share the experience and thoughts we have. So to begin with, Yusuf alayhi salam is said by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he had the best of the best generations, or what do you call the predecessors were before him. His father was Yaqub alayhi salam, a prophet. His grandfather was Ismail alayhi salam, a prophet. Ismail or
Ishaq.
Ishaq. Ishaq alayhi salam, who was a prophet. His great grandfather was Ibrahim alayhi salam, who was also a prophet. So Yusuf alayhi salam has the best of the best lineage in that sense. And Subhanallah, when he was born in his family, Yaqub alayhi salam really loved him. And he was the most, what do you call, adorable within all his other brothers. Uh, and even my father, when the smallest one, right? When he was born, he was the most adorable. And mashallah, when he saw that, he was like, this guy is like Yusuf. And he named him Yusuf. So that's why he's known by Yusuf, but he has his other, passport name and legal name as Abdul Salam. However, so every parent has their own love for specific child. But the thing is, even after that, Muhammad says that you have to have equality between your, all your children. You cannot be favorite, you know, favor one and then not favor other. Give gift to one but not to others.
Subhanallah, يعني the hadith of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, where يعني a man asked him about the noblest people, and then he said that the noblest of them is the lineage, يعني because the man asked him about a couple of things. So the Prophet answered him in 3 stages. One of them was about lineage. Is أكرم الناس أو يعني who had the best lineage يعني is نبي ابن نبي ابن نبي ابن نبي.
Yes.
So أو يعني the lineage is basically يعني the meaning of it is Yusuf عليه السلام, whose his father is Yaqub, a prophet. His father is another prophet, and his father is another. يعني you see, lineage all filled with noble prophets. You understand? And then يعني you could imagine, subhanallah, it's the blessing of Allah. He gave him one of the best, if not the best lineage ever. He gave him the best looks. He had صح ولا لا؟ يعني half of the beauty was given to him, as mentioned. طيب, what do we get from this? What we get is that in essence, these things doesn't save you in front of Allah. In essence, being son of a prophet doesn't necessarily mean you will be a prophet. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll be amazing. You'll be a righteous person. Even let's hold on to that point now. We see other prophets who had other sons, who their sons either were not prophets or were full on non-Muslims.
Kufr.
Yeah, may Allah
Yes.
protect us. You
I
understand?
mean,
طيب. Then, like who, for example?
Dawud alayhi salam.
Who?
Nuh alayhi salam.
Nuh alayhi salam. Yes, no doubt. Alayhi salam. Nuh, for example. He had so much sabr. And we know that from the benefits of da'wah is you begin with your family first. Then you go in. So Nuh, when he did da'wah for 900 years, صح? Or 950 years, we know for sure that he definitely began with who?
His family.
His family first. No doubt. Because we know that the da'wah is, from the hikam of the da'wah is you will begin with
Your
family
people.
first.
Yes.
You'll begin with those the closest with you and then you'll move forward. So Nuh alayhi salam, from the 950 years, we don't know how many of it was spent on what?
And his family.
And his family. But still, one of them died as a disbeliever. May Allah protect us.
Amen.
So that's one point. So you being a son of a sheikh, or you're being a sheikh, or sheikh is way lesser than a prophet. You being an imam or whatever, having a son doesn't necessarily now mean you will be, your son will be righteous. You could plan it. May Allah protect us. That's why I used to tell one of the brothers, the worst fear I have in my life is having an unrighteous child.
Wallah, so
صح ولا
true,
لا؟
so
You
true. It's
could do
very scary.
really, because the thing is, having a righteous or unrighteous child doesn't necessarily now is not fully in your hand. خلاص. You do your best.
But
If it-
still, it pains, Wallahi, it
It
pains.
is, it
even
is.
even to the point, even Nuh alayhi salam raised his hand and still prayed.
yeah, absolutely.
It's not easy.
But the point is, it feeds you, it scares you, knowing that Nuh alayhi salam spent 950 years in da'wah, and he used all forms of da'wah, and he's from the five strong ulul azm min al-rusul, the five. He's from them, the best of messengers. Out of the 950 years, we know that definitely he focused a lot on his family. But still, with all of this, one of his children was not a Muslim. Same now, so now going back to our point of, you could be
The most
doing
handsome.
talab al-ilm. You'll do that. No, we're still in point one about lineage. You could do talab al-ilm. You could be a family of, you see, for example, Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah. He's a family of ilm. Family of ilm. Ahmad ibn Abdul Halim ibn Abdul Salam, if I remember correctly. Or the other way. So he's Ahmad ibn Taymiyyah. His father is known to be also a scholar. Abdul Halim, if I remember correctly. Or Abdul Salam, it's one of the two. And then his grandfather, Majduddin ibn Taymiyyah. He is also a scholar. So you have this lineage, and then they mentioned Ibn Taymiyyah. Taymiyyah as one of their grandmothers was also very righteous. So you have the whole family, a lineage of scholars. So you have Majduddin Ibn Taymiyyah al-Jadd, the grandfather, and you have Ibn Taymiyyah al-Hafidh, which is Ahmed, the grandchild. Both of them were very bright. That's why they used to say that the father of Ibn Taymiyyah was blinded or was covered by the star, the light of his father, and the son of his son. Because Ahmed ibn Taymiyyah, his son, outshined all of them. Outshined them. So his father, you rarely hear his father's name. You hear Majduddin ibn Taymiyyah a lot when you study the Hanbali fiqh. You hear his name a lot because he had some authority in it,
So the point you're making?
The point I'm making is, sure, you could be
from a
family of ulama. You yourself could be striving to be a alim and beginning a family of ulama. But that doesn't necessarily mean you might succeed. That doesn't necessarily mean you might succeed.
Isn't it very deep and very scary?
It is very scary, you understand? But so you see the blessing of Allah Azza wa Jal, the first blessing of Allah upon who? Upon Yusuf alayhi salam, that he made his lineage all prophets. Like directly. His father is a prophet, his grandfather is a prophet, and his great grandfather is a prophet. He is also a prophet. So that's the blessing number. Now, blessing number two is He himself was a prophet. He
Yes.
himself was a messenger, a prophet. That's one of the, يعني you see, this is amazing. Now another thing is his beauty.
Exactly.
And you will see how these two things come back again, and he will be tested on them. He will be tested on them later on, which tells you something is, don't think you see people who are drowned in blessings. In blessings you might not imagine. Don't think they're not being tested. Some people are like, yeah, they might have friends, صح? And their friends might be, mashallah. يعني one of them could, his parents spoiled him so much. He has so much money. He has cars. He has houses.
It's a test.
You understand? It's a test.
Even if it's not a test, you can see right now he will be tested with this.
Exactly.
And in
And
a
you see
way,
it.
worst.
And you see it. You
Yes,
understand?
yes,
And
yes.
and you see them being tested. And you see them being tested. So, يعني with a lot of blessing comes a test. Comes a huge test. You see that a lot. You understand? So you have him also having the beauty that
Not
no
only
one.
that, even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised you, I will test you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So
People should actualize this, that they don't get it.
yeah,
Like, even me personally, sometimes when you get a lot of blessing and you still struggle, you don't get the point, like, why am I still struggling? But you need to understand that it has been brought from Allah and you're being tested. How are you going to perform? How are you going to do the sabr there? How are you going to perform with the shukr there? Is the test.
yeah, it is definitely. You
And
understand?
then he was born with all these blessings. He even saw a dream, which
Yeah,
he went and told to his father that the 11 stars and the sun and the moon are doing sujood to him.
yeah,
Now the thing is, I find this great that he didn't, felt into pride or something like that. Rather than that, his father told him what this dream entails you. Like, it shows you have a great power, or what you call a great blessing, which is gonna come. But also with that, you will have a great responsibility to keep it a secret and what you call maintain it.
yeah,
And what happens is, this becomes apparent that his father it becomes apparent to his father that, okay, he's gonna be something in the future, or a nabi soon, inshallah. And because of that, his love grows more towards his son. Now this gets envied by all his brothers, like, okay, now Yusuf is getting loved a lot by him. And what happens is, they plan and plot against him. They take him to the jungle and they want to kill him, but then they drop him into the well,
yeah,
and some merchants who were passing by takes them off. Now I'm thinking, the whole time he's seeing all his brothers are plotting against him, and he's just a child, didn't do anything wrong. But do you see how everyone around him, all the brothers who were meant to protect him, are going against him, and his father, who really loved him, couldn't do anything at that time.
yeah,
But still, the merchants get him out of the well, and then this sell him as a servant to um, one of the businessmen, or who was that, a rich guy there in the Egypt itself.
Al-Aziz, yeah,
Yes. And there he's again tested. Now he's tested there with his beauty.
yeah.
And as of
And
course,
the beauty, going back to that point before you
yes, yes, yes.
continued the story, is you know you have to understand is all of these things are rizq, is given
Okay.
to Allah, by Allah Azza wa Jal, giving to the people. The beauties differ, and no doubt someone's beauty, people treat him different. No one can doubt that, صح? You have a person, obviously women, no one doubts that 100%. Women is something else. Now we're talking about dudes. Even within dudes, it's a test, no doubt. First of all,
Wallah, it's a big
yeah,
test
it's a
for
big
men
test. It
specifically.
is a big test.
Even for, yeah, you're right, for women
No,
as
for
well.
women, no one doubts that. You
Yes,
understand?
yes,
But
yes.
for men also, why? Because you have to understand a couple of things. You see, as in the story, you'll see how big of a man was Yusuf alayhi salam.
Yes.
صح؟ طيب. Men in general shouldn't be worried too much about how nice they look, beautiful, and all of these things. And they shouldn't. There is a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ said, "Al-badadatu min al-iman." أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. What is al-badada? As it's narrated, Al-Khalal mentioned it in Sunnah. Again, it's many things. It's it's not what. How can I explain it? It's basically al-badada means not to beautify yourself too much.
But also
Actually, the
there is a
opposite of
hadith,
that.
right? The Allah loves beauty and you should purify yourself.
Exactly. طب how do you combine
Reconcile
between
between one,
exactly?
yeah.
Is the point is البذاءة من الإيمان is it shouldn't be where you're super dirty. صح ولا؟ But that also doesn't mean الجمال إن الله جميل يحب الجمال doesn't mean you are now extravagant in it. You worried about your hair and all of these
Every
things and every
specifics.
specific no, and your hair and your clothes and no. Sometimes it's okay to wear the same clothes. Sometimes it's okay to you understand?
Yes,
There's a
yes,
hadith
yes, yes.
البذاءة من الإيمان. You understand? So يعني I can't what can I say like what's the word يعني explain it or describe it very well due to my poor English. But what I could tell you is it's the meaning of it means is the opposite of beautifying yourself. يعني
Staying simple and keeping it
staying
simple.
simple at the same time يعني being a little bit on the little bit sometimes not too clean. You understand?
Staying on a humble side or humility,
Yeah, very humble,
not
humid. Exactly,
extravagating
exactly.
a lot.
Absolutely. But then we reconcile it with other hadith where you can't be, you should also show your blessing that even the Prophet ﷺ one time a man came to him and he was busted. So the Prophet ﷺ asked him, yeah, if he needs it. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm actually
Wealthy enough.
wealthy enough. So no, the Prophet said, verily Allah, if He bestows a blessing upon someone, He likes to see the blessings
On them.
on them. So, anyways, but going back to that point is, as a man, you shouldn't be worried too much about how you look and the pimple in here and a pimple in here and I have a pimple here and all of these things.
And many men nowadays with the baldness issue
Yeah,
and
and all of the
everything.
no. You have to relax. You understand? طيب. You shouldn't be like that, صح? But now, if a man is handsome, it's a test.
Allah, it's a test.
It's a test for a couple of things. Number one is the compliments he will get from his friends, from his family members, from other people, dudes, and then obviously the known issue is females now coming to him. But let's not mention the clear one, the obvious one, the elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
leave it. Let's
Yeah.
mention other things that many people might not know, might not realize. So
And it feeds their ego.
yes. طيب.
Okay.
So نعم. So anyways, you have someone who is handsome, صح? Now there is a couple of tests as we mentioned. One of the things that you see Yusuf عليه السلام being a man as he is, صح? And we mentioned before that a man shouldn't be too indulged and too distracted with how this looks and how this looks. But there is a test. One of the tests is now a man, if Allah gives him handsomeness, which is a blessing. But now there is an issue that comes with it. What is the issue? Number one, people complimenting him. People complimenting him. Now he will take these compliments. He could say, "Look at me, I'm actually really nice looking." With that comes a couple of issues.
The thing is, when you know you're beautiful, you have that what you call in the power in you. People utilize it, and
Yeah.
wallahi, I know people specifically. I know people who use their beautiful stuff, and I was like, okay, this is too scary.
Yeah.
Wallahi, and they don't mind
But
it.
now, no, there is a couple of things now. So we mentioned the first thing, يعني keeping track on what I'm gonna say is good, يعني to understand. طيب, you have one person who is getting complimented.
Yes,
That's the
every
first
time.
thing.
Yes.
With this comes a couple of issues. The first issue is arrogance. Now he will feel like I am the most.
Yes.
The second thing is now he will be acting different. He will be now too worried about how he looks. This is not how a man should be. This is more into the feminine side now. You see the fitna?
Beautifying yourself.
You see the fitna? You see the fitna is
okay.
that's a fitna because now you are leaning towards what a feminine act is, which now will lessen how a man should be. A man shouldn't be like that. You will before you go. It's not the simple let me fix my beard. No. It's let me get every single thing right. Let me do every single thing right. You understand? Okay, that's now an issue.
And it naturally feels very feminine to stay in front of the mirror and do
You
and
understand and do
everything.
this and do that. Okay,
And
that's
being
it.
concerned every
And
time.
then the third thing that many people don't realize is doing hasad upon yourself.
Doing what?
Hasad upon yourself.
How?
Giving yourself ayn.
Okay, you yourself giving
You
your hand.
giving yourself, giving hand.
Wallah, true. Yeah.
Why
People
did
don't realize that as well.
why do we say when we see something that we like about ourselves, we say mashallah? Why? Because of this.
Mm,
Because of this. We can give
give
ourselves
hasad to
absolutely
and to our own self.
our own selves.
Evil eye.
Exactly. This could stem only from people what you call it? Complimenting you. Someone sees you, he compliments you and all of these things. Oh, la, la.
What
So
do we say?
huh?
What do we say?
MashaAllah, tabarak.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to, divert from this topic for a while. Just once again. Why do we say MashaAllah? We are telling that Allah willed it and it is.
Yes.
Okay? What does that do? We never understand the importance of zikr psychologically, how important it is and how it changes your life. People say Assalamu alaikum, people say Inshallah, people say MashaAllah, Bismillah. Everyone says that.
Yeah.
No one really, when I thought about this, it really flipped how I looked at life.
Yeah.
We just say do zikr, sah?
Yeah.
But the importance of zikr, the words we say, if we actualize it, the worst part is most of the Muslims who don't speak Arabic don't understand this meaning of the words itself.
Yeah.
So what I recommend them personally is tell the word Arabic word and also tell the meaning of it.
Yeah.
Inshallah. Then tell if Allah wills, I will do it.
Yeah.
Tell that. Tell that. What this will do is not only it will show the people what are you actually telling by the word inshallah mashallah, even though they're kuffar or your teacher or supervisor or someone, they don't understand it, they will know what is the meaning of it.
Yeah.
And it's mainly for you. What it will do is you will really believe what you're saying. If Allah wills, you really believe in what Allah is willing.
Yeah.
Everywhere you're putting that Allah factor there, the Islamic factor there,
Yeah.
which has to be there, when which we remove out of our lives, and our lives are so systemized that we sometimes, na'udhu billah, believe that we don't even need Allah in our lives.
Yeah.
And we live like that. Many Muslims, many people
Sallallahu
live in the life thinking that we don't need Allah in our life. We work hard, we get the money, that's it. There is no other equation in this.
Yeah.
Of course, they realize it later and they know the hints of it, okay, this is not going right. But what does mentioning the zikr, doing the dhikr, and every place we are mentioning Allah, Bismillah, Subhanallah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Inshallah, what does it do? It brings Allah into the perspective. If you don't do that, if you're looking in the mirror and like, oof, man, look so good,
Yeah.
you are
I
just
mean,
praising your own self.
there's a hadith. يعني, you can, this is homework for them now to check, is where the Prophet used to say, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, as it's mentioned, now it's your homework to see the authenticity, where it was mentioned that he used to say that Allahumma ahsin khuluqi kama ahsanta khalqi. Oh Allah, beautify my character as much as you have beautified my creation.
Creation,
You
yeah.
understand?
Mm,
Now, generally speaking, Allah Azza wa Jalla perfected everything He created. So even the deficiencies you see in some people, that's a part of the perfection of the creation of Allah. That's why you'll see a lot of times people grow beards in a way that befits their face. People يعني grow
Yes, you see
mustaches.
people, you're like, okay, that is a weird beard. One day after you don't matter. But if you see them removed it, you're like, Auzu
it
billah,
fits
what did
them.
you do?
So it fits people. People,
Yes.
their body, everything, it fits them. يعني even some people who have deficiencies, they have it in a way that they function.
Hmm.
You understand? And the point is, Allah Azza wa Jalla know that He beautified and perfected.
Everyone in their own ways.
He perfected His creation. طيب. Now, going back to our points, is two things we mentioned so far about from the tests is the lineage, the blessing of Allah Azza wa Jalla upon Yusuf for يعني the lineage, and also the beauty. And now going to the story, because we mentioned that in the introduction, the 2 points, some of the fitan of having, or some of the things you shouldn't think about, or fitan of having a nice lineage, and also some of the fitan of having a beauty. Mention some of this. Now going to the story. يعني you mentioned some points, is how much Yaqub liked or loved his son. And subhanallah, the Prophet ﷺ, there is a hadith mentioned, they mentioned this week, where he used to say, Allahumma, oh Allah, this is my qasm. This is my contribution or something in what I'm able to do, and forgive me in what I don't have ability to do. What is this? I will tell you. The Prophet married a couple of wives, صح? So he used to make dua, as in the weak hadith يعني, where he used to say, Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, this is my contribution in what I'm able to do. What do you mean? In being equal with them. In being equal with them in the sense that they all have same days. He all gives them يعني their spending. He spends on all of them and all of these things. This is what he's able to do. This is what he is able to do. He's contributing in that. He's doing his part in that, in what he's able to do. And forgive me or pardon me in what I don't have control over. What is that? The love. The love. So he loved Aisha more than anyone else. So he's asking.
Initially Khadija, but then Aisha.
He's asking Allah Azza wa Jalla not to pardon him that he doesn't love them all equally. He loves Aisha more than all of them, because there's a hadith يعني, they also, it's a homework for them to mention, where it was mentioned that a man who is unequal with his wives, he will be resurrected in the day of judgment. One half of him is deformed and the other half is okay, because he messed up in the division.
Allah make it easy for us.
Yeah, he messed up in the what? In being equal with them, صح?
Being fair with them.
Be fair, yeah, that's the word. Being fair with them. So he's saying, Allah Azza wa Jalla, in the weak hadith, this is what I'm able to do in what I can do, which is being fair with them. But don't take me into account in what I don't have control over, which is what?
The love
he has. Now let's go to Yaqub. Yaqub loving his son Yusuf more than all of his children. It's a thing he can't control. He can't control it. He loves them. I sometimes feel with my own experiences that, man, I have more love and mercy to this person than other people, and it's something I can't control. Like, I really feel merciful towards this person more than that person, you understand? Even though they might be in the same equal family relation or family status or friend status, but I have more mercy on him than him.
It's obvious.
It's a fitra thing where I can't control. So Yaqub alayhi salam, this is something that he can't control. But now where does it become the worry is when the children start to recognize it. This is what happened. This is what happened in the story of Yaqub and the children of Yaqub.
Yes.
Alayhi salam. Is, as you said, he loved Yusuf alayhi salam. He realized some things are special, something is special with him. He then, when he saw the story, Yaqub knew what that meant. Okay, there is something big that is going to happen with my son. And he knew that, okay, let him keep that a secret because it could be an issue. صح ولا لا؟ طيب. But the love of Yaqub was so much for Yusuf that even if he didn't mean to show it, but the point
it was
of the
apparent.
matter, the point of the matter is the children realized or felt that Yusuf is getting, and his brother, Yusuf and his brother are getting more love than they.
Binyamin, right?
Yeah, because Yusuf Yaqub married many wives, they mentioned.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
we don't have specific hadith on that, but this ayah shows that Yusuf and his brother were from one mother.
He married many wives. But the thing is, the hadith which says the 11 stars and a sun and a moon were.
Yeah.
So it meant father, mother, and the 11 brothers,
but
right?
again, that's what they mentioned is the other children were from a different mother, and Yusuf and his brother were from a different mother. That's why I said.
Oh yes, even that's there.
Yeah, that's why they said
that,
that our father loves or prefers his brother Yusuf and his brother over us. So they separated between them and Yusuf and his brother. So Yusuf and his brother are their brothers, half brother. They're their half brothers. So you understand, صح? So you have two groups. So they're 12, صح? Two of them, Yusuf and his brother, are from the same mother, same father. Binyamin, whatever you want to We don't have an authentic hadith on that. You understand?
So even his name is not authentic?
Binyamin?
Yeah.
No, it's Israeliyat.
Oh,
It's Israeliyat, but we don't reject or affirm.
yes.
Anyways, so you have him, صح? Then you have the 10 other brothers.
Can you clarify this, or you told reject, so that our viewers know that what do you mean by we don't reject the Israelis,
Yeah,
or we
the
affirm it?
Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم what did he say?
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
بلغوا عني ولو
Yeah.
آية وحدثوا عن بني إسرائيل ولا حرج. And in other narration says ولا تصدقوهم, يعني in other ahadith, don't belie them or don't affirm them.
So basically, if we get a Israeli riwayat
Yes,
or the references,
exactly. They
we don't
mention-
reject it, or we
It
don't even
depends,
apply
it
it.
depends, it depends. There are 3 types.
Okay.
And the ulama mention it. There is the
Okay.
ones that the Prophet himself narrates. We have an authentic chain of it. We accept it, no doubt.
Okay.
Like the story of the 3 people and the story of the man who went to meet his brother for the sake of all of these things. And then you have the second one is that which is clearly goes against the Quran and the Sunnah. Like Dawood alayhi salam, you know.
This and that. Okay.
Third thing is something that doesn't go against or doesn't affirm.
Okay, that's ambiguous.
Yeah, not ambiguous, it's just neutral.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go against the hadith or the Quran, and it's not mentioned in the Quran, like Binyamin, for example. So we mention it, like you mentioned it, we mention it, but we don't believe it and we don't. And we
Reject
don't,
it as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
Okay.
طيب, so you have 12, so you have his mother and father and 10 brothers. 2 of them are Yusuf and his brother, and the other 8 are so it's almost like 2 groups. One
I
group,
think 9 are different.
huh?
9. The total were 11 or 12.
11. So you have 2 minus 11, and then you have 9, and then from the 9 is 2 is the sons of Yusuf and his brother, and the rest are the different. So they were 2 groups. You know, that's why they said وَنَحْنُ عُصْبَةٌ, and we are a group. You know. طيب, the point of the matter is they felt it, and this is something parents should realize: is you might love a child more than the others. That's not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
You might love this co-wife more than the other. That's not the issue. The issue is now you not being able, you showcasing it where it shouldn't be showcased.
The
they
thing is,
feel it.
people stop caring about it. That's when it becomes an issue. They're like,
Exactly.
okay, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
then
not-
you're missing up.
Exactly. And like like what you mentioned is, yes, the Prophet ﷺ told us to be fair with our children. Now there is tafsil in it, but I don't want to go into it. The point of the matter is, like a man came to the Prophet Sahih Hadith where he mentioned that I gave land to this son, and he wanted the Prophet to be a witness. He wanted the Prophet to witness that I am the father giving my son this. So the Prophet told him, what about your other son? Did you give him? He said no. He said, I don't let someone else bear witness. I don't bear witness to oppression.
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 Subhanallah.
You understand? Yalla. Now there's a tafsil, which is a homework you guys could do, is do we do equal between a child and a son and a daughter, or do we give the son 2 times the daughter, just like inheritance?
The
يعني
wirasa.
يلا, you go and do the. طيب, we reached the point where they decided to go and actually actualize the what they have in their heart. And this is something we need to know and need to realize, is don't think your children are not capable. 2 points I want to mention in this is 2 points. One is internal and one is external. What does that mean? The internal part. Alhamdulillah, Allah blessed you with so many children. My hand is Allah blessed you with so many children, for example. Make sure they're all
Equal
harmonized. Yani they're all upon harmony and good. And why? Because
within each other.
don't think your sons are not capable or your children are not capable to do things. The Prophet ﷺ, what did he mention about the children? To order them to pray when they're 7, to hit them when they pray when they're 10, and to separate their what?
Beds.
Their beds. When they're what?
7,
10.
10. Okay.
When they're 10. Why? Prevention. Type. Someone will say, what is this? Yani my child was 10, he would do something with his. Yes, it's not that we think, or we think bad about. No, it's about prevention. This is Islam. يعني when you think about Islam, it's unbelievable. It's how practical it is. It's not telling you we think your child is a bad
This
person.
and that, okay.
It's telling you that we realize or we recognize that your child could be capable of it, and we want to do the prevention. So why am I mentioning this hadith? Is to mention that as a parent, don't think your child is not capable two ways, in two things. Internally, meaning to hurt the family internally. How many stories do we know of children who hurt their parents? Who hurt their parents? That's why be careful about being abusive. Some children, when they were abused by their parents, that's not okay.
Yes.
That it happened. Don't think your child is not incapable of doing something. You understand? Even if fearing Allah will not stop you from being abusive, at least be fearful that your child might retaliate.
Not only retaliate, they will bully others.
And that's external. Let's focus on internal first. So internal, what do I mean internal is within the family. Don't think your child is not capable to do things within the family. How many people destroyed lives within the family? You doing these things to your parents, whether it's physical abuse or the other abuse. You understand? The other abuse. The child takes that and he applies it now to his other family members, to his brothers, to his sisters. So this is something to think about. If you're not going to fear Allah Azza wa Jal, and it's not going to stop you, then we say like what the people of the Sahaba said to the army of the Munafiqeen in Uhud is to come fight with us, أو ادفعوا. If you don't want to fight with us for the sake of Allah, at least fight with us, because we are in the same city. You understand? So even if you don't want to fight for the sake of Allah, okay, come fight with us, because at least we live in the same city. Same thing. If you don't fear Allah Azza wa Jalla to not abuse them, fear that they might be capable of doing it to you, to other family members. You understand? That's the first point, is internal. The second thing is, don't think they are incapable external. Bullying, like you mentioned. Other things.
No, bullying inside the family also to other siblings.
I know, but this is now internal. We already finished internal. Now I'm talking about external.
External also, yes.
That's my point. I don't know if you're getting what I mean by internal, external.
I got it, yeah.
You got it? So that's what I'm saying. Don't think they're
their practice is outside.
Now they're exactly. So don't think they're incapable to do things, bad things within the family or outside the family. So don't what's the word? Don't underestimate you or them feeling like they're not being loved, or them feeling like you love them more than others. Don't underestimate. So I'm not saying Yaqub alayhi salam, a'udhu billah wa hashah, that I say that he didn't. No, now we're just extracting benefits general. Is you see how their children, the children felt like he loves them more than. It's true. It's not. The point is they felt it. They did. Now don't underestimate that. Now due to that they will do something, and they did. You see what they did.
Yeah, Akhil Munzir, sorry to cut you off. I got a lot of points to discuss. Inshallah, we'll continue in this next episode. Inshallah, we're running out of time. But I have a lot of things to discuss in this. This is a lot of importance. What do you call it? A lot of benefits we can derive from this story.
Absolutely.
These things happen with single children, and a lot of things.
We don't. Our point is a lot is getting social benefits from it.
Yes.
These are beautiful points, beautiful what you call it, benefits that we take that we could apply, especially like this point of not underestimating even your brothers, your younger brothers, that you are in the same status as their father. You're a father figure to them. The point is, don't underestimate them. Don't you might be a big brother, you might think I'm gonna bully them and stuff like this, but don't underestimate them, that they might retaliate within the family.
When the ego kicks in, the manhood comes in.
Whether it happens or I'm not gonna say it happens, because there are so many things that doesn't happen. But the point is, you don't underestimate it. You don't think it's not gonna happen. You don't. No.
You don't underestimate.
Absolutely.
You will lose.
You have to think that there is a possibility that it will happen. So I need to keep it in mind. So I need to get my act straight. فسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. إن شاء الله we'll continue the benefits in the future,
إن
inshallah,
شاء
future
الله.
episodes.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.